It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. DA, it's all yours. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Allen is out there with Junior, and it's KD in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And he gets it back.
And uses the pump fake to punish the defense. Junior understands how to keep defenders guessing.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Duncan hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Walker with the 3, and the rebound goes to Duncan. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Celtics passing it around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got his second bucket.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Tatum, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Duncan goes in.
Well, how about the athleticism and elevation? Junior doing work.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Heat.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Duncan can't hit.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And Hayward at the stuff.
How about the quick first step of Gordon Hayward? Exceptional at gliding past the defense on his way to the bucket.
Allen finds Duncan. And Junior throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Walker surveying the floor. Over Irving. Walker's shot is off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And it's good for 2.
Now, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Irving dishes to Junior. To the inside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Tipped away. Tice kicks to Brown. Here's Walker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He kicks to Duncan. Jordan the pass to Junior. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's 10 points for Junior.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you, you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Harris dishes to Duncan. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And the dunk by Duncan.
Playing with so much confidence. When Junior finds his rhythm, he is a lot of fun to watch.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Boston. And the Nets also making a change. Luwawu is checked in for Hardaway. Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Tatum. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Williams. Left side Tatum. Here now is Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Smart. Rebound, Brooklyn. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Duncan. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Heat, did more than get the job done. He contributed 31 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt he certainly...
1:37 left here in the second. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and that one hits back iron.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And here's Walker outside. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's tipped. Tatum against Dinwiddie. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Luwawu is checked in for Tyler Johnson. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just one on the basket from Kemba Walker.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Junior kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Duncan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 20 points for Duncan.
Well, defender tries to give Junior a little bit of trouble, but this guy's got the physical response and scores anyway.
Outside, Walker. Cantor, the pass to Walker. Smart on the wing. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot's good by Walker.
Listen, if you're going to give Kemba Walker that kind of shot, he will take it. Makes it look easy.
11 seconds left in the first half. Dinwiddie dishes to Junior. Back to Dinwiddie. Takes the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Allen finds Duncan, and Junior throws it down hard.
Acrobatic finish by Junior. My goodness.
Celtics trail by 7. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Down low. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here's Walker. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Nets leading by 9. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there, thanks. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and he hits the jump shot. Walker's got 8 points.
Well, it's the scoring ability of Kemba Walker that really makes him shine. That bucket looks effortless.
Pass to Allen. It's Durant on the wing. Allen with it. Defended by Tice. Good on the bucket. He's got 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Boston. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Smart. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Smart. 5 on the clock. Poke loose, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets leading by 9. Crawford kicks to Jordan. To the wing on the left. Crawford outside. Back to Duncan. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Junior's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. Here's Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
Duncan against Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. Over Hardaway. Here's Williams, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive. And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Cantor, he's checked in for the Celtics. And then for Brooklyn, Harris has checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. and Garrett Temple subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Smart. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Smart's got 6.
I'll tell you, that's really an improving jumper right there from Marcus Smart. The form is really starting to take shape.
Temple, the pass to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now the pass to Cantor. Over Junior. Cantor's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Smart passes to Tatum. Cantor with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Temple. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
To the paint. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have.
For Daniel Tice. Tatum comes in for Cantor. And it's Brown in for Smart. And Brooklyn making a change here. Setting the floor for the Nets. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jared Allen is out there with Duncan. And it's Irving at the 1.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Duncan outside. Here's Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A nice shot by LeVert.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics, and that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Outside, Walker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Kemba Walker entered the NBA as a crafty offensive player. He knows how to take advantage of any kind of defensive mistake. Nicely done.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. To the middle, and the dunk by Duncan.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Duncan.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Hayward. Puts one up from 19. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now Johnson. Duncan outside. Inside. Jordan kicks to Temple. Back to Jordan. Lob pass to Duncan.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Green, the pass to Williams. To the left side wing. Here's Wanamaker. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screen.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,